Justine, thank you so much for doing this interview with me, and congratulations on this new Lifetime film that folks are going to get a chance to see. Because all I could say is, wow, what I thought this was going to be about to what I actually had a chance to see. Because folks who are watching this on Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, rudyblairmedia.com, I get to see this before everybody else. So, which is really, really cool. And this film is everything that you need, except you got to have popcorn and a good glass of wine with it too. First, I got to ask, how are you doing? How you been dealing with all this COVID stuff and everything? And again, congratulations on this great movie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here, Rudy. This is really cool. Gosh, how has it been going with COVID? I mean, wow, the whole world. This is, I think we all have PTSD, and I think we are proving to ourselves that we are resilient and we are survivors. And I'm proud of my friends and family and everyone who is just staying strong through this and not losing their whole minds. Uh,
Yes,
it's
no,
nice to have
exactly.
yeah, it's nice to have a project coming out. It was nice to work through COVID, doing some projects that I care about, and that's been a real gift because it helps with the sanity.
Well, before we actually give the name of this film and what it's about, you just mentioned something that I was going to ask. Was this film done during COVID?
It was. We filmed in November and December last year.
What is that like? Especially because, I mean, it looks amazing, it looks fantastic, but you would never have thought that the actors and everybody else was dealing with, such a tough time.
Totally. I mean, I guess if nothing else, we're good at make believe. Make believe everything's normal and we're making a film like normal.
Well, like I
uh,
said,
we
oh,
had a really
sorry.
great crew and supportive crew, and the actors were wonderful, and I think it just causes you to have to focus even that much more intensely so that you don't let all that noise and the fear of everything get in the way. Of course, there's all these protocols with wearing masks and face shields and hand sanitizer and everything, and that's just a strange nightmare in itself, but it's for safety. We did it. Really proud of everyone. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, you just said the word nightmare. Let's get into this about this movie. What's the name of the movie and what is it about? Because this is based on some true life events.
Hmm. Yeah, so in the late 90s in Austin, Texas, a terrible crime happened between three people. And the movie that we made is called Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer, airing on Lifetime Sunday, June 13th. Yeah. Let's see, what's it about? Celeste Beard seduces an older gentleman who's very, very wealthy by the name of Steve Beard, and works her way into his life, meets a woman named Tracy Tarleton, who I play in the film, and seduces her as well and brings her into her terrible plan, her manipulative agenda to off the husband, get all the money, and she enrolls Tracy to do all of this. The trial happened. I believe Tracy has been out of jail since 2011, and Celeste is still in jail until 2042. It's a really tragic, incredible story.
It absolutely is. Now, I want to make sure I got her name right because I do not want to screw this up. Who plays the lead? What is her name again?
Julie Benz.
Okay, evil personified. It's like Cruella. If Cruella had a sister, it would be her. She is amazing in this.
Isn't she amazing? She was amazing to work with. That woman is a force of nature. I mean, I've seen a fair amount of her work. She's been on TV and making films for years. And yeah, she is formidable, let me just say. And to carry a movie like a Lifetime movie when it's really, the schedule is short, you just got to get this done. There's not too many takes of the scene, and she's just a powerhouse. It was amazing working with her.
Absolutely, but you're a powerhouse also. I said this, folks who are watching this, before we started. I said, "Oh my God, the character you play, you make her look like 30 years older. You look 20 years younger." It's like I was like, "What is going on here with this contrast? What is it like playing this character?" Because there's so much sympathy for her, especially when we get a chance to meet her in the film and what ends up happening to her throughout. Because the word trust, man, that so goes out the window.
The word trust?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad that it evoked sympathy because I really felt so much sympathy for this person and this story. And I felt like she was totally done wrong. And she just fell in love with the wrong person and unfortunately was not able to see the red flags that were before her. What was the question? What was it like to dive into this?
Yeah, dive into it because here you are, you've got this, amazing character who is going through so much. I mean, again, I don't want to give too much away, but when we first meet her, she's trying to get her life together, and then I would say tragedy happens for her. So what is it like for you to step into this character?
Well, we've all done strange things for love and we've all ignored red flags. So it was certainly, at least, am I the only one? Just me?
No, put my hand up too.
And so that was the starting off point for me. And that was very easy to relate to. And then, but just plunging to those depths was certainly a new level of darkness and of trauma and of manipulation, of just I can't imagine actually living through that. But of course I did live through it to a certain extent as the actor playing this role, which is our job. And yeah, it's a lot. It's I'm happy to do it because I think it's an important story.
It definitely is. What is it like though for you when you have to go into those depths? I mean, it's one thing when you have a character that is a character, but when we're talking about real life facts, what is that like for you having to represent those real life facts?
It's a lot and it's a gift as well, right? It's a real gift to be a storyteller, and it's a real gift to do it on this level where all these people can watch this on TV, or come to the theater and see things. It's a big responsibility. It's a huge responsibility, especially playing a person. Aside from taking a crack at Marilyn Monroe once upon a time, I haven't played a real life person who is living. And so I really wanted to do honor to Tracy and to the story at large. So it's a big responsibility. It's scary. It's exciting. It's an honor. Yeah.
What would you say is your personally favorite part for yourself in this film? I would say, and again, not giving away too much, the trial. I'll just use those two words where your character is sitting, and I'll leave it to that. What would you say is yours and why?
That is definitely one of my favorite scenes. I also liked the parts leading up to the trial with the detectives,
The
uh,
arrest?
the arrest. I loved my scenes with Julie. They're kind of quick cuts in some of the scenes, but yeah. Can I say I loved all of it?
Absolutely, you can too. And we've just been talking about two characters. There are three other characters that are involved: two sisters, and of course, somebody who could have been a wonderful dad.
Could have been a what? A wonderful
A
dad?
wonderful dad, yes.
Ali Gabay, what a wonderful actor and a lovely man. We have the same agent here. And yeah, he did a great job. Oh my gosh, he's so charming and wonderful. And he would be a great dad. I don't know if he is a dad in real life. I'm not sure.
And of
Uh,
course, like I said, we have two sisters also.
yeah, and they did a great job. Rowan Curtis and I had a couple of big scenes. One of them didn't make the final cut. However, she's a powerhouse. And Georgia as well. They did such a great job. I loved all of their work.
I have to actually rewatch this again because, like I said, I enjoyed it from beginning to end. But realizing that you guys did such a great job and this was going on during COVID, how much pressure did you have to put on yourself? And did everybody put on themselves in making such a great film?
Hmm. What an interesting question. I think we put lots of pressure on ourselves as actors to get it right, to be perfect in some way. Not that that's a thing, you can't, but we're always trying to be because we're a little neurotic. So there's a lot of pressure. Luckily, our director, Robin Hayes, was so helpful to just kind of swoop in and give us the most beautiful little note or piece of direction that would just relax us and make it make sense, at least for me. It's really that marriage of the whole team working together to bring this to make it happen. I think I forgot about the COVID stuff at a certain point until you get, until they rush at you, the cameras stop rolling and they rush at you with your mask and you're just like, here I am, okay, now I'm safe, I'm safe. And
Oh,
then that's weird. And then you're like, oh, okay, here I am in my little like dome, like a little doggy.
oh my goodness. What do you hope that fans who get a chance to see this movie, what do you hope they get from this? Because again, for me in the beginning, I thought it was going to be one thing and it turned out to be something completely different because I just thought it was going to be like, oh, it's women killing guys. Okay, this is something we've been seeing all the time.
Mhm.
But then no, then you start seeing in a lot of ways the heart and tragedy in this film. So it took it a whole different way.
Thank you. That's so insightful. And yes, it seems very sensationalistic on paper or in some of the clips that we're seeing, maybe the trailer, like you said. But these are people's real lives. And what do I want people to take away? Let's have empathy for people that are that troubled that they would go through something like this. First, that they would try to orchestrate such a frenzied, horrific event at all, because that's obviously extreme mental health issues. And then that they would enroll other people and other innocent people to go along on that awful ride with them. But let's have some sympathy for these people because it's not just evil, evil, evil rant. Like, where does that kind of thing come from? Maybe there's a level of sociopath nature in some human beings. I don't know that that's the case here. I'm not judging in that way, but some trauma happened to people and then they behave the way they behave. And if we can kind of see that about all our fellow humans, then maybe the judgment and the you pointing fingers would relax a little and we could just get back to like, wow, I see you. Like we're all in this together. We're all human and we've all had trauma and tragedy.
Absolutely. Amen to that. And I absolutely believe too, folks, get the popcorn, get the wine. It's the perfect combination for this film. Before we go, what other projects do you have coming up soon that we can get ready for?
Yes, thank you. I have a really fun comedy action indie film coming out. We're in post production right now. It is a Rambo First Blood spoof movie. It's an homage. It's an homage to Slides, an homage to First Blood. We shot it in Hope, BC, where the original Rambo First Blood was filmed. I play Katie Rumbo, who is a female Rambo type. And just as John Rambo just wanted a place to have lunch in that small town, Katie Rumbo is just looking for a place to use the restroom. And things go bad. Laura Chartrand Del Valle is the writer, creator of that. We shot it August of pandemic, and we're just in post now because it takes a bit. So much fun, so much silliness. It's Rambo meets Hot Fuzz meets Baroness von Sketch. I don't know.
When this comes out, I would love to talk to you about it again because I'm a big fan of Rambo. So the fact that you took this approach, oh, this is going to be amazing. Before we wrap it up, where can we go social media wise to follow you so we know about this film and all the other films you're doing and anything else? Where do we go to follow?
Yes, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Just War. So violent. JUSTWARR. It's just my name truncated because it doesn't fit on Twitter handles. Okay. There I am. And I'm on Clubhouse too. Come find me there because it's the most fun place.
Fantastic, Justine. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you for this film. And definitely, we got to talk again real soon.
I'd love to. Thanks, Rudy. It's been a real pleasure. You're a wonderful interviewer.